Okay, everyone goes to bed. Night.
In a world where everyone goes to bed.
Everyone went to bed. The end.
Melatonin.
New world of melatonin. Okay. Melatonin. Let me think here. So Ryan's not going to be here, so we'll just kill off his character immediately. I mean, anything before I just start? I mean, y'all got your character sheets. Nobody remembers how to play, I'm sure.
Correct.
He remembers.
So, let her rip.
Yes, I do.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I know everything.
Remenders?
Yes, remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I think we're good.
Speak for yourself, beautiful man.
No, we'll speak for everyone.
No, I only speak for everyone. All right. Fuck it. Let's play. So I wasn't gonna do a recap because last time we just made our characters, but would you guys like me to read through the mission that's on your character sheets?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good place to start.
All right, we'll do that.
Nah.
The Nebula. So the Nebula Corporation, which was the corporation that sent the prior party on their mission. The Nebula Corporation has established an outpost named Concord Station on the planet Orith in the Vor-7 system for the purpose of gathering Vortite. Vortite is a crystal that is used in the generation of gravity fields and is utilized by almost every space station and long-distance spaceship, as well as certain planets. It can increase or decrease gravity as needed by increasing or decreasing pressure and gamma radiation applied to the crystals. No corporation has been able to synthesize Vortite, as the resources necessary to do so are even rarer than the Vortite itself. Physicists have theorized that Vortite could also be used in teleportation, but all initial experiments have been wildly unsuccessful, and it's a rare enough resource that the corporations are hesitant to devote any resources towards such experiments. However, there seems to be a lot of Vortite on Orith. About a week ago, Nebula Corporation received a request from Concord Station requesting an extermination team. Initially, it was determined that the planet was occupied only by very simple life. Small fish called Kelgren, small lizards called Sindles, and a mosquito-like bug called a Vexit. But apparently some kind of larger animal had started attacking their equipment, destroying it and stealing the energy sources. The outpost requested that a team be sent to get rid of these pests or to figure out a way to alien-proof the resource sites. Long-distance communication in space is complicated, so there hasn't really been any communication with Concord Station over the last 6 days. Your team was sent to figure out what to do about the aliens, and when you were about a day out, you started trying to communicate with the station. You didn't hear anything back until about 2 hours ago, when the station's virtual intelligence, named Bellows, finally responded. It requested that when you reach Orith, you should establish a stationary orbit above Concord Station until a landing flight plan could be established. Vortite periodically cause gravity fluctuations, which could cause you to crash without careful calculations. And with that, I will play our theme song. where I want that. All right. The bridge of the Fallopian, your ship, isn't enormous. As you approach Orith, only the pilot, only the pilot, team leader, tech specialist, and geologist are on the bridge. Now, none of you are the pilot, team leader, or tech specialist. Smashy is the geologist. The 12th member of the crew that no one's playing is the medic. So, Smashy, why don't you please give us your character's name and description as the only one playing the game that's currently on the bridge.
Yeah, my name is Marie Gibbs. I'm the geologist. And to be honest, I didn't really think of like a description of my character yet.
Okay, we'll do that another time. So you're on the bridge with these other three people. Again, the pilot, the team leader, and the tech specialist. And the request for aid from Orith was received 7 days ago, and you set out 6 days ago. You finally heard from the virtual intelligence on Concord Station, Bellows, 2 hours ago, and again, it requested that you should develop a stationary orbit above the station. Now, none of these characters that people are not playing yet, I'm not going to give them genders or names, because if one of you dies, you may end up playing one of the 4 of them, but I am going to have to talk as them a little bit right now. And the the team leader says, Gibbs, could you scan the planet and see if you pick up any abnormalities? I want to know a little bit more about this planet.
I can scan it. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
Just anything that's abnormal compared to a standard Earth-type planet.
Sure.
So you're gonna do a geology roll, the first roll of the campaign, and we'll see if you know the rules. This is going to be a basic check.
Okay.
Take your time, no rush.
Roll.
You're going first, and that's not fair.
It isn't fair.
So geology.
Oh, I do have a thing for check.
Geology is one of the things you're proficient in. So that means instead of 2d6, you're going to roll 3d6. And your physical science modifier is a +2. So you've got a really good chance of succeeding in this roll.
Damn.
You need a 10 to
2d6.
succeed fully.
So I'm rolling a 2d6 plus the 2, and then
Plus
my
another
meteorology
d6.
plus another. Jesus
Not
Christ.
meteorology, geology.
Yeah.
Biology. Oh, I'm a Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, that's a complete success. So this is very exciting to you as a geologist. This planet is super weird, but in a good way. You're detecting all kinds of gravitational fluctuations all over this planet, indicating that there is a lot of vortite. You have a science boner, because this is the kind of find that could literally change humankind. I'll let you phrase that in smashy ways to the team leader.
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this. This is amazing. There are so many fluctuations going on around here. There's got to be so much vortite. This could change everything.
Okay, well, that's I suppose what we expected to see based on Bellows' request that we stay in a stationary orbit. Why don't you just keep an eye on that stuff while we wait to hear from them?
Nothing would make me happier.
Meanwhile, the exterminator, weapons expert, ship's gunner, and tracker are gathered around a monitor near the weapons systems. We'll have everybody give their name, and if they have a description ready, go ahead and do that in the order I said. So, exterminator, weapons expert, ship's gunner, tracker, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm the exterminator. My name is Vera Vermis. I'm tall, blonde. I play it dumb, but I'm actually very intelligent.
I am the weapons expert. My name is Gravik Thorn. I will just post a picture of what I look like.
Where are you posting it?
He's gonna post it in Discord, but I'll put it in the chat. I know he's posting in Discord because it says he's typing. Man, ChatGPT is crazy.
Right?
Okay. Nate.
Hello.
Stranded.
My character, I am Raze Blaylock. I'm the ship's gunner, and I will post the photos shortly and give a background later.
Sure. Okay. And Teresa. Hello.
All right, I was muted. I am Isla Austin. I am very quiet and soft-spoken with red hair and covered in freckles. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. And she's the tracker.
Yeah, I'm the tracker.
What are you guys watching on this monitor? Now, it could be mission related, or it could be anything else. You could be watching sports, poker, porn, whatever you guys. What are you guys watching?
I'm showing them a home video of me playing Pac-Man for the first time. Just a recording of the game.
Okay. Well, go ahead and talk about that, I guess.
So this, like the graphics on this for the time, were top notch. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but it doesn't. Like this was the tits back in the day.
What?
All right.
What do you mean?
You know what? Never mind.
Good try, Jack. That was
Yeah, good
admirable try.
conversation, everybody. All right. The medic, who again nobody's playing as, the exobiologist, the mechanical engineer, who is Ryan and is not here right now, and the chemist are in the repair bay preparing equipment. Each of you. Oh wait, let's describe first. So, Chris, describe your person.
I look like this. I'm kind of a cool, nerdy guy with glasses, but cool. I got pens in my pocket, it looks like. And it looks like my shirt is outlined for my pen to be in that pocket.
Nice.
That is where it belongs.
He's got an outline on his shirt where his pen goes. That is a level of nerdy. Not
I am the
before space travel.
exobiologist. Exobiologist. Specialize in exobiology.
As opposed to the picture that says you're an exobiolog.
Oh, yeah, does say that.
Sometimes
the pen swear.
ChatGPT just fucks up words for no reason.
Kind of looks
Kaylin Terrell.
Okay.
Doctor.
And Travis.
Okay, my guy's name is Phil Stone. You can call him Dr. Phil or Dr. Stone or just Phil. He's bald with a bushy mustache, probably in his 40s. And he wears his chem suit most of the time. Let me see if I can
Alright.
come up with a picture too.
Yeah, so he sounds like a video game character.
Yep.
He's always wearing his jumpsuit. Each of the four are holding something interesting. Think about what it might be. Perhaps it's a piece of your equipment, or something to do with your secret mission, or maybe something to do with your character's past that doesn't really matter. I'll go first for the medic. The medic is sitting by themselves, looking at a photograph of a smiling woman in a lab coat. They aren't hiding it, and they seem to have forgotten that you all are here. Ryan's character is, I don't know, holding a vibrator. Whatever, he's not here. Travis or Chris, who wants to go?
Chris, you can go.
I'm looking at things with my microscoping glasses. They're glasses, but they're like a microscope you can wear. And I got a little sample that I'm staring at.
Okay. And Travis?
I guess I'm putting together some of my acids and different chemicals and putting them into their containers and stuff. Making sure that the right ratios.
Right. Okay. So all four of you are kind of just engrossed in your own thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the deck, it's nothing but excitement. The weapon-related people are just all hate the weapons expert. And the nerds are just ignoring each other, doing their own thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Back on the deck, Gibbs is watching as the tech specialist is trying to adjust the ship's sensors to account for increased radiation from Orith's blue sun, Vor 7. I have to set keybind for this. Just a second here. Let's see, it's supposed to be left control, left alt. There we go. I just want to be able to switch the voice changer on and off quickly as I do different things. Okay. Where was that here? The communication system lights up.
Hello there, Philobian. This is Bellows. Welcome to Orith and the Vor 7 system. We've just about finished calibrating everything down here, and we'll have you start your descent in about 2 minutes. Sound good? Over.
The team leader responds, Roger that, Bellows. We're all prepared, and we're ready to a burst of light suddenly erupts from the sun, temporarily blinding everyone on the bridge. Smashy, can you roll a D100 for me, please?
I can.
62. All right. The gravity in the ship flips completely upside down. So it's still 1G, but you're all suddenly pulled toward the ceiling of whatever room you're in. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Head.
Yeah, so everybody just kind of everything that was like laying loose just goes flying up into the ceiling. Most of the ship's systems are offline, and the ship suddenly starts falling toward the planet.
Oh, no.
The speakers on the bridge hiss with static as Bellows frantically calls out warnings, but he's too late. And the ship falls.
Ah!
Into something.
Yeah. So gravity's on the ceiling now, so we're not able to float, right?
Sounds like we just
Just crashed.
crashed.
I don't think we gotta worry about that no more.
Since I'm dead.
Did we all just die?
No.
Are we
Alright.
in water?
Nope. Exterminator, weapons expert, ship's gunner, and tracker. The floor is the floor again. Most of the ship seems to be off, though the life support systems are still on. And it's nothing but red lights on the ship, which is, of course, the backup lighting systems. What do you guys do? You're planet side already.
I want to contact the bridge.
God.
Bridge. What the hell's going on?
The tech specialist replies back. We're planet side.
Well, okay. Is everyone all right?
I'm fine. Most of the people on the bridge are fine. The team leader broke his leg.
Oh.
Are we on a stable location? Can we depart or disembark?
Gibbs, could you check that, please?
Yep, I can check that.
Same roll as before.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually you're on a flat piece of land. Everything's stable. And of course the atmosphere is completely breathable and everything, so people are free to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah, it seems like we're good here. Can go out. Should be fine.
All right. Were we setting up base camp here, or were we meeting? I guess I don't know.
You know that you were supposed to be landing at Concord Station.
Oh, how far are we from Concord Station?
Tech specialist says, the systems are offline. It's gonna take a bit to get some stuff back online in order to figure out exactly where we landed. It seems that there was a solar flare.
All right. Well, we can scout the area, see if we can find any known landmarks, and try to figure out where we are while you guys try to get the systems working again. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a
Yeah.
like everyone can hear comm?
No, I mean, you're in a completely different area. But when that conversation ends and the four of them start to make their way out of the ship, you are meanwhile being contacted by the pilot, or rather the medic is. But it's rather than into a headset, it's just like the speaker in the room you're in, and the pilot says, we're going to need the medic up on the bridge. The team leader has a broken leg. How are you all doing down there in the science department?
Fucking glass everywhere. All my beakers are all broken. What the fuck happened? This is bullshit. I'm missing most of my stuff.
Solar flare knocked out our systems, blasted us right out of the sky.
Damn it. Well, now what are we supposed to do?
Well, first we make sure everybody's okay, so get the medic up here unless you guys need him.
No, I'm fine.
I seem okay too.
Kalen, you're fine? Alright.
You look, and the mechanical engineer is unconscious.
Okay. We got an unconscious...
Bleeding from a wound in his head.
Conscious mechanic here. We'll probably take care of him first. Is there someone in more danger up there?
Nope. Gibbs, how's your medical training?
It's good if you're a rock.
Okay.
I have some experience. I can help the mechanic down here if you want to send the medic upstairs.
Elf, that's what you want to do. I mean, one's unconscious.
Yeah, I'm
with a
already-
head wound, the other one has a broken leg.
I'll go
Let's get the
I'll
hole
go up
inside.
to the broken leg.
All right. So the medic starts taking care of the mechanical engineer. The chemist is headed to the bridge to help the team leader. And what are you doing, exobiologist?
I am supporting the medic with the guy with the hole in his head.
Okay, great. I'm going to jump to the people going outside in a second. Why don't I just both get medicine rolls from the two? Well, actually, Travis, your check is going to be a basic check. You're just what's it called? Putting a splint. Is that what it's called? Like setting the bone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basic
splint. Yeah, I
medicine
think.
check.
Yes.
Okay, so I have no bonus, but I have a
he's gonna need
proficiency
an
in medicine.
infirmary.
So I'm a 3.
Great, 10 is a full success. So you get the bone set, and the captain's just yelling and swearing the whole time you do that. Exobiologist, yours is a help check, and the way that works is you're just doing a basic check. Proficiency doesn't matter. So make a medicine check. Just 2d6 plus your bonus. What is your physical science bonus? +1. Okay, so you got a 6. That's a failure. So you actually get in the way more than you're helpful, and you get to mark our first experience of the story.
Yay.
Hey,
Give yourself
I learned
1
something.
XP. Yeah, you learned something today. By killing Ryan's character before he even got to play. All right, the four of you get outside. Somebody other than Jack, what do you guys do?
Let's see.
Who was it again?
You?
You,
Oh, okay, that's
Nate,
what I thought.
Jack, and Monique.
I will draw my laser pistol and take a look around.
Sure. Taking a look
Something
around is
Yeah.
senses.
Okay.
Is there a specific proficiency? Yeah, perception. This is a perception check. Basic check.
2d6.
No modifier for senses?
Well, I have an ability modifier. Do I always put that?
Yeah, if you're making a senses check, you add your senses ability modifier. Or subtract
So-
it if it's negative.
No, +2, so 8.
8. Okay, so partial success.
My bad.
And I don't remember the rules on a partial success. Let's see here.
Proficient.
Partial success, you fully succeed.
Nice. Thanks, Jack.
Yep, got you.
Proficient.
Okay, so I don't think I have them established. Here's what it means. I think it just depends on the situation. So that just means you're going to get some information, but not all the information. So you're not seeing any signs of any life. At least not at first. You instantly notice that the gravity here is slightly less than Earth. So gravity, because we live on Earth, is measured in G's, and 1 G is Earth gravity. The gravity on Orith is 0.95 G. So It's a little bit lighter. For basic purposes, you are just like 5% lighter. That's not exactly how it would work. So your character, Nate, weighs, only 310 instead of his normal weight.
Wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now I got to make him overweight. Got it.
Yeah. Well, it's all in his head.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
True that.
You notice that the there is not a lot of plant life, at least not where you've landed. The ground is a little arid and not red like Mars, but it kind of looks like Arizona. You kind of scanning around, you can tell that the topography here is unstable is the wrong word, but really varied in terms of altitude. There's just like radical dips and then high hills and then back into a dip, and there's like canyons all over the place. You were prepared for that. I mean, that has entirely to do with the vortite changing the gravity in different places and just literally pulling and pushing dirt in all kinds of different directions. So, like, the topography doesn't make sense from a water and wind erosion point of view. But when you think about, there's probably a lot of fucking earthquakes here, like, it makes a lot more sense. You do see some dust to the north, which makes you think of that there must be something moving in that direction. Where it could be a vehicle, it could be like a herd of something. Dust is getting kicked up. You can't tell if it's coming toward you or going away or going left or right.
Okay. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Look to the north.
Yeah.
Can anyone tell if that's coming our way or not? I can't tell what that would be.
Not sure.
Does anybody have any tools with them they can use to see distance? Otherwise, I'm not going to let anybody else roll.
Okay.
No.
For my combat drone, does that have visual ability, like a tablet or something I can see?
Let's see, do I?
Not for scouting purposes. I mean, yes, but it's meant to be used in close proximity to you.
Okay.
So it doesn't have like distance zoom capabilities. And if you fly it like in the range, doesn't really work for you to fly it really far away.
Okay.
It's meant to support
you have
in a firefight.
Okay. Do you have like a distance in mind from me that it can be maximum? Just for future reference.
Football field.
Okay.
What's more important about it is that it would be very difficult for someone to hack it.
Okay.
But it's a feature, not a bug, that the distance doesn't go very far.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys are doing before I move on?
I would like to try to get to a higher ground to look around. If there's some place that's not too far away.
Me look. Yeah, you are in a low spot. Without having you do a roll and just kind of trying to gauge it, the first spot nearby that looks like higher where you could get a look is about 5 miles.
All right. I'd want to regroup with the team before I make a 5-mile hike.
Yeah.
And see if that's what the team leader wants us to do. So I'm all set
Okay.
for now.
Okay. Go ahead, Teresa.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know. I feel like I have my goggles on and my like veil and stuff, and I'm really just trying to blend into my surroundings.
Okay. What are your? I don't know what any of that stuff does.
So the goggles are, I imagine them being like, I feel like I'm echoing.
Nate's got feedback.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So the goggles are just like very large on my face, but they are immune for me being blinded, and then I can alternate between night vision, thermal, and ultraviolet modes up to 50 feet. I'm sorry. And then the veil is a cloak that lets me blend into my surroundings.
Okay, so you're basically outside hiding, waiting in case something comes, you can ambush.
Yeah, like I'm being very like cautious. I'm like almost like obnoxiously so.
Got it.
Yeah, and then I want to be like looking at the ground, and like I'm like for some reason analyzing the ground.
Okay. Sounds good. Back on the deck. The team leader is stabilized. The tech expert and pilot are working on some of the power systems, trying to get things back online. And so at this point, what are Dr. Stone and Gibbs doing?
Hey Gibbs, you got anything to do right now?
Not that I can think of. I mean, maybe we.
Do we have any vehicles? Maybe we could scout the area.
That's something we could do.
You don't have any.
Check out the geography a little bit. See if there's any of those. No vehicles?
Oh.
Okay.
The stuff your ship does have is on the starting encyclopedia, and on the main page it's the number 1 there, and the 4th tab is the fallopian, and it lists all the details of your ship along with the picture that I mean, the picture seems bigger than what I was imagining, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Probably should have put the Nebula logo on.
Okay. You got any thoughts on how we can be useful?
The team leader says, "You can bring me outside."
All right. Do we have a wheelchair or something, or can you walk?
I can't walk. You can carry me though.
Carry him?
I'll put one foot on the ground and my arms are on your shoulders.
I mean,
all right, but don't touch my acid.
I wasn't planning on touching your acid.
We'll just be careful, okay? That's all I have left. All right.
All right, you guys go outside. Man, I'm trying to use the names and it's very hard. Terrell, what are you doing with Ryan's character? What are you and the medic gonna do?
I'm gonna like wrap his skull, I guess, and put him somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, the medic says, "Yeah, let's bring him to the medical bay."
That's a good idea, doctor.
All right. The two of you bring him to the medical bay. What's Teresa's name? Austin, can you please make a perception check for me? You're the one staying outside hiding. Perception is senses. And if, so it's 2d6 plus your modifier. Unless you're proficient, it's 3d6. Teresa?
What's my What's my modifier for senses? You said.
Yeah, senses.
Okay, +2.
Eight, another partial success. You are able to determine that the dust that's kicking up is 2 vehicles, and that they are headed toward you, but you can't make out any more.
Just so everyone knows, I do have a whistle.
Good to know.
If we
Yeah,
want to
so-
try to whistle for these vehicles.
I too have a whistle.
Oh.
Even better.
Okay, so Teresa sees that it's 2 vehicles and just sits there and doesn't say anything.
I don't know. There's nothing I can do.
Okay, sounds good. Vermis, Thorn, and Blaylock, you have re-entered the ship, and as you're heading to I said the word when we friggin' started, and now I can't remember what it's called. What is
Bridge?
Yes, the bridge. You're headed to the bridge when you run into Gibbs, Stone, and the team leader coming toward you. You guys went outside, right?
Yeah.
Sir.
So what's going on out there? Any aliens?
No, it looks pretty clear. Saw a smoke cloud, but couldn't tell what it was.
Okay. All right. Our communications system on the bridge isn't working. Does anybody have any way of trying to communicate with whatever's approaching?
Got an earpiece. I'm not sure if it'll work to.
No, it doesn't work. It only works with our team.
Yeah, we wouldn't know what their local systems are. Okay. Well, let's go out there and try to get a better look, I guess.
Yeah, there's a hill. Looks about 5 miles from here. I was gonna head towards if comms were down. You want me to do that?
No, I mean, if there's somebody headed toward us, they've got to be from Concord Station, right?
Well, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Could just be a dust storm for all we can tell.
We can't rule out it's not aliens too, so we should probably be prepared.
Yeah,
I'm always prepared.
Aliens. Let me see.
Could set up a defense area. I got a couple weapons. Tell me where.
Well, we don't currently have power up to support your weapons.
Shit.
It's fine, dude. You're all good fighters, so sure it'll be fine. I'm looking something up real quick here.
I got this whistle.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the station director, Moreau, has, they would know that that this happened, so they should be sending people out. Let's go on out there.
All right.
So you guys get outside, and you see that the vehicles approaching are 2 rovers. And so the rovers get the description of these things. Okay, so the... No, I had a better description than that. Oh, I know where it is. We've got a lot
you're
of
not-
information. What?
You're not sharing this on Foundry right now, are you? Or anything?
No.
I was gonna say I don't see anything if you are.
No, I've got a lot of information, and at least at the start of the campaign here, it's going to take me a little bit to always remember where it is. So the rovers are ground vehicles. They have let's see. They have 6 wheels. And they aren't super fast. They, typically go about 20 miles an hour. But they are able to move on some pretty rough terrain. So they've kind of traded their speed for mobility, which is super necessary on this planet. And you all know that these models, which are typically they're called Rover VF. The Rover VFs can fit 6 people each, and there are 2 approaching you right now. And you can make out that each of them has 2 people.
That's all of us right now.
All of us outside.
Yeah, it would be all of you, because by now Terrell would have made his way out as well. Nobody knows where Austin is.
Okay.
Everybody else is outside. The medic is with Ryan's character. The tech specialist and the pilot are working to fix some systems.
Well, this is a good sign. At least we got some help quickly.
Yeah.
Are you confident it's help?
No, but it's something.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Spray some acid on them if they're bad guys,
that's a good idea.
right?
Hmm.
Hey, where's Austin?
No idea.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Were you in the dirt?
What are you doing?
I'm blending in.
Oh.
Almost got
I see
shot.
that.
Jesus. Someone put a bell on her.
No, don't do that.
You looking for something specific or what?
Anything.
All right.
Did you find anything?
No, not
Uh,
yet.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, good.
Are they from Concord Station?
I
So
hope
they
so.
pull up. They pull up, and 4 people get out. And the 4 people that you see, there is. Let's see. 1, 2. 3 men and a woman. One looks like a soldier. One looks like 2 look like soldiers. One looks like a doctor, and the other one is wearing like he's dressed like business casual. And the 4 of them get out of the vehicles, and actually all 4 of them, misread a name. The male doctor comes rushing up to all of you and says, "Hello, Dr. Malcolm Reese. Do you have any injuries that you need help with?"
I'm fine, thanks.
I'm good. Do you guys know of anyone who got hurt?
We got somebody that
Wait.
hurt his head. That's the medic is looking at in the medic bay.
The team leader says, "I mean, my leg's broken."
You're fine.
You're still talking.
What a baby.
Yeah. We have our medic taking care of our mechanical engineer who was rendered unconscious. We're going to need to get him over to the station as soon as possible. I'm going to stay here. I would recommend against that. Our facilities at the station would be much better than those offered by your ship, especially in this condition. Well, I'm staying here, so no, but you can certainly take my mechanical engineer with you and get him checked out.
Do we know this person? Do we know his name? I mean, I know he said his name, but like, do we know him as a member of the station?
You don't know who anybody is. You don't.
Well, I'm asking the group. I'm not asking you. I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that in your Jack voice. That was your character.
He's got the same voice as me. Sorry.
The team leader says, "Well, I mean, I only know 2 of the people at Concord Station. The director is Dr. Helena Moreau, and the deputy director is Elias Kwan. None of these people are them." Yes, unfortunately, both the director and deputy director are deceased.
How'd that happen?
Aliens.
Oh no!
The business casual guy walks up. "Slow there, everybody. Sorry about all this. This seems probably about the worst way this little mission here could have started out. I'm Victor Langley. I'm currently in charge of the station. I was, I guess, technically 3rd in command. And with Dr. Moreau and the deputy director both having died, I'm in charge until replacements can arrive."
How did they die?
Let's say he was wearing sunglasses. He takes them off at this point. And he says, "Well, to put it simply, they were ripped apart by aliens."
That'll do it.
Well, I'm definitely going to need more of a description of these aliens, but that can wait.
None of us have seen them. There have been no survivors in our interactions with the aliens.
What about bodies? Is there dead bodies we can investigate?
There have been plenty of dead bodies. We have been instructed by Nebula Corporation High Command to incinerate the bodies, the equipment they had with them, their clothes, as soon after recovery as possible. And then we were ordered to disperse the remains as if we were dealing with radioactive material. I don't understand these orders, of course, but I followed them nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't really learn much when you do it that way.
Well, we do have video of our analysis of the remains when they were discovered in various locations where the attacks have occurred. So that might be useful to you to some extent, at least.
Have any of the attacks occurred within the station?
No, which is why we try not to leave the station any more than is necessary.
You haven't killed any of these aliens?
No living person has seen any of these aliens. So no, we haven't killed any.
How many people have you lost?
Half?
What's half?
30?
Are the bodies actually radioactive, or is that just how they're telling you to deal with them?
That's actually not a question for me. I don't know. But you can ask the scientists back at the station. I'm sure one of them have looked into that. That's not something that I've concerned myself with because I am not an administrator and am suddenly thrust into the position of directing an entire experimental lab and a station at half capacity filled with people who don't quite know what they're doing.
What was your position?
That I don't have memorized. Just a second.
Who's the town drunk?
Yeah.
The director's
Actually,
son-in-law.
he was. I said third in command before. He was fourth in command. I was the logistics director.
Hmm.
I think
Alright,
at the
so
very
we got
least,
it.
we need to set up a quarantine zone the next time and handle it properly. That'd be good.
Fine. I mean, that's why you're all here. I'm not really interested in leaving the station beyond obviously coming to help you.
How far out is the station from here? You saw us come in. I obviously I take it.
Yeah, we tracked your inauspicious landing. The station is 15 miles away.
How's your
Take us about 45 minutes to get there.
how are your defense systems there and your power and whatnot?
That's actually answered by a different person. The one of the soldier-looking guys, he's got markings of a corporal. He has a name tag that says Sidorov. And he says, we are quite happy with the defensive systems that we have set up around the perimeter of the station. We actually have some robots along with automated defense systems, and I have made sure that all of the remaining workers at the station have been trained in firearms so that all of us could participate in any necessary defense.
Nice. What kind of power source do you have?
Power source.
Where do you get your power from?
Do you take me for a nerd?
I mean, there's only a handful of you here. I just assumed you would know, but it's okay if you don't.
I don't. The doctor. Let me look at the power.
Take me for a nerd.
The doctor says we have a standard base camp reactor. It probably provides 3 times the energy that we need.
Gotcha. Very nice.
Well, we need to get our ship fixed and move to the compound. You got a team that can help us do that?
No, we absolutely do not. We have 30 people, and not even all of them are at the station right now. If we were to get attacked based on what we've seen, if we don't have all hands on deck, we would be running the risk of multiple casualties. The team leader says, "Well, just a second on that," and he speaks into his earpiece, and I'm not going to keep talking to myself too much. But basically, the conversation with the tech specialist goes as follows: the ship is real hardy, and the damage to the exterior of the ship is actually quite minimal. The system damage inside the ship is mostly just fried circuits from the solar flare that knocked out a lot of systems. And they think that with a couple of days of work, they could get the ship pretty well close to 100% with nothing more than the two of them working together on it. Well, that settles that then. The two of them work on the ship. I'll stay here with the medic. He can make sure that I don't lose my leg. And the 7 of you will escort the mechanical engineer to Concord Station to get him checked out and help his recovery. And then the 8 of you will complete the mission.
Roger
Obviously,
that.
I'm not going to be able to participate with
sir.
a broken leg. I'm probably going to need to deputize one of you to be in semi-charge while you're all out.
Let me just grab my bag.
I was hoping somebody would like suddenly volunteer, but let me see. The way that we would decide this. Let me look at something here.
I mean, if you want a volunteer, I'll volunteer.
Jack, did you just add straw to your character?
Grab my bag. Told me to bring him that straw.
That's a secret mission.
Okay. Hold on. I'm looking for somebody. But I don't remember who that somebody is.
Somebody's watching me.
I'm gonna go get a cookie. Be right back.
What?
Blaylock, you're in charge.
All right. Easy.
Okay, gather up your gear. Accompany. I already forgot. Accompany Langley back to Concord Station. Give me updates as periodically as you think is necessary. And let's do it.
Sounds good. That was team
All right,
leader
go
talking
team.
to me, right?
Go team, go.
That was
Wait,
the
what I
team leader
missed?
talking to you.
Okay.
Blaylock's in charge.
What?
Hey, you went to go get a cookie. You missed your chance.
I was grabbing my straw.
All right, now that we've killed Gravik.
Yep.
Blaylock, Thorn, can I talk to you for a minute? This is the team leader again.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he brings the two of you aside, and I'm going to bring you guys into a different.
Good.
Ooh, they're in trouble.
Good channel.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, this whole situation sucks. Solar flare taking us down. What I would like to know, and I don't think out here in the middle of nowhere is the place to figure it out. You know, I want to know how they missed the impending solar flare. They were being real careful about making sure that the gravity fluctuations caused by the vortite didn't cause us to crash. And then solar flare ends up knocking us out of the sky anyway. That sucks. Obviously, our ship being so hardy And it doesn't make a huge difference. It's really, the biggest difference is that I can't come with the group because of my leg. So find that out, and then we want to know more about who exactly from their command structure is dead and who's still there. I had been planning on bringing a list of the personnel with us when we went to Concord Station. With our power out, I don't have those logs, so I can't look at who's supposed to be who in this whole thing. And the two people I was planning on meeting are both dead. So I'm not saying there's anything weird going on, but I feel like something weird is going on.
And yeah, I hear you. And to clarify, you said you were curious on why they didn't notice or know about the flare.
They should have been
Yeah,
able
you-
to monitor it and predict it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean one of the features of this this planet or this solar system is that this sun has extreme flares now and again.
Mm.
So you'd think that'd be something they'd be looking out for.
Right.
I
I just want to make sure I caught that right.
And
Yeah, it
one
doesn't make
thing
sense.
that is someplace, I think it's in the players collected data, document number 2. Do you guys see that?
No, where's that?
It's on the
Foundry.
Foundry.
In the Foundry.
Yeah.
And you said it's called what?
So you can point this out to everybody else when we get back. This is a list of the places you know would be safe if a solar flare happens.
Gotcha.
If you are outside and are unprotected when a solar flare hits, you will die.
Yep, copy that.
Okay. The natural places you can be protected are going to be under 20 feet of dirt or stone, so underground, or beneath a canopod. A canopod is a tree-like thing that has one big-ass leaf that's like an umbrella that goes all the way to the ground. They are natural to this planet and therefore have evolved to be highly resistant to the radiation. So hiding beneath them, it blocks all the radiation. So it's like a protective dome against it.
Got it.
So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, that's what you look for. Otherwise,
Make a suit out of those. Got it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck on the mission.
Copy.
All right, man.
Finally.
All right. He heads back into the ship.
Zip.
I was just gonna say.
Is there red lipstick stick on your face, Jack?
He spits something out onto the ground. He goes into the ship.
Yeah. Where's my straw?
This guy in his straw.
All right.
So did that go well? Are we screwed? What's going on?
Who are we with right now? I can't remember.
What do you
Everybody?
mean, with?
I mean, I don't know who's around me.
Oh, the
I'm
seven
around
of
you.
you. The 7 of you can be having a team meeting if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to have like our crew together. Come on over here.
All right.
But I say it like, come on over here real quick.
Let's say it normal.
I don't want to. So
Over to where everyone else is standing and ask them to leave.
Yeah, he stands far away. It calls everybody over.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna get going here. We just want to be safe. The biggest thing I want to relay to you guys is something that you can all see. Actually, honestly, you can just look at on Foundry. Double click the number 2 players collected data. That shows us where we can be safe from solar flares. If a solar flare happens and we are outside and not in a safety area like it's listed here, you'll die. Simple as that.
All
So
right.
we just got to be. So there's like, if you read it, like a beneath a canopod's leaf. That's a natural like tree that has a big ass leaf throughout this planet. So we can hide there or underground. You guys all see the
20 feet.
list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know how often these solar flares happen, or?
We have to. That's something we need to find out, and also find out why they didn't notice this flare that took them out, or whatever. Like, since this is a common thing here, you think they would know about it, they would monitor it. So we want to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, hands in. Let's break.
Break.
Not doing that.
Shit.
I'm
I'm the only one that did it with him.
Break.
And he
All
put
right.
his foot in.
She's late.
All right, so the she's late. The rovers can fit 6 people. There's 4 of them. The 8 of you, that's 12.
Damn.
I just want to say too that Jack's character looks like he's 5 foot.
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking...
Hey, say that above my face.
He looked like a dwarf.
The 4 people who were with you were Victor Langley, Malcolm Reese, Corporal Anton Sidorov, and Private Abercrombie Bootlip.
Abercrombie Bootlip.
Nice.
So the way that they have the rover set up, Sidorov and Langley are in one car with Sidorov driving, and Bootlip and Reese are in the other with Bootlip driving. So I want to know who's with who here.
I'm with Bootlip for sure.
You said Bootlip and Reese and who were together?
Langley and Sidorov.
Sidorov. Got it. I'm just.
I'll go with Langley.
Go with Langley as well.
And
Stone. Thorn is with Bootlip.
I'm with Blaylock.
I'm going with Langley.
Okay.
You got
I'll
space
go-
for
Gemstone, Blaylock, Vermis. That's 6. So Thorn, Austin, Durrell, and unconscious Ryan.
It's a lifeless body.
Okay. And the cars kick off back the way that they came.
This thing got a Hemi?
Sorry, those don't exist in this universe.
It was a joke.
Well, it's not funny because those don't exist in this universe.
Sorry, I'm by Universal.
Sorry, I'm new to this universe.
Hey, so how do you guys tell? How do you know when a flare is gonna happen?
Let's see. You are in the
Langley car.
Okay, so we're jumping to the other car after Thorn and Bootlip were talking. Blaylock
were they?
asks Langley.
My bad.
Yep. Blaylock. Langley says to Blaylock, "Oh boy, oh, I gotta catch my breath." That was Joe. He says that usually somebody in the communications array sends out a warning to the station.
Well, how, like in your experience, how often is it?
2 or 3 times a day.
How was this last one missed?
Well, so the communications array doesn't have too much of a staff. Usually there's only 2 people who work there, and the other one's dead. The communications officer is Olivia Grant. She was working with the geology lab to determine a safe flight path for your landing based on the current vortite abnormalities. And in the moment she switched from monitoring communications and solar flares to vortite anomalies on the planet was when the flare started to build up. By the time she saw it and asked Bellows to give you a warning, it was already too late.
Man, got it.
How soon between warning and actual solar flare contact is there?
Normally we know like 5 minutes in advance.
5 minutes, okay.
So how about like right now while you're out here? Is it like a radio message you'd get?
Yeah. Normally we wouldn't be just kind of out and about without, thinking more intensely about when we expect a solar flare to happen, but the rovers are equipped with retractable roofs that protect from the flares. And besides, one just happened. There won't be another one for a while.
I just feel like that's a pretty important job not to have staffed all the time, even if you are losing people. I mean, you could potentially lose everybody, right? If that's not being watched.
I mean, we're safe inside the buildings.
Yeah. Kind of
I don't
pisses
know.
me off a little bit. That's
I get it. Believe me, I'm not happy about it either. I particularly don't really want to be in charge, but there aren't any other options right now.
I hear ya.
The main issue is we work for Nebula Corporation, right? They're pretty strict, and they demand compliance with whatever orders they've given. We have not shut down our operations. We are still working and trying to collect vortite as part of our mission. I mean, I'm sure you understand how important it is.
I do.
So I don't really have any other answer than it is what it is.
I hear you. I appreciate the info.
I'm just waiting to see if anybody else has anything to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody?
It's okay
I mean,
if
I
nobody
gotta wait
does,
till we
I'm
get
just-
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be asking questions you won't know.
I also want to note for everybody that if somebody else is talking and you want to turn, as long as you're on the Foundry screen, if you hit H, you'll raise your hand. You can test that now if you. Nate got it.
Hey.
Good job, Nate.
It doesn't give me. Oh, it does give me a. I see where the hand goes. Got it.
Yeah. Well, not in the chat.
High five. No. You just be on the screen, and then hit H. And
Okay,
then
on the
bottom left,
screen,
you
hit.
see that
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
names there.
That's why I'm having everybody test. Don't flick it on and off like that, because every time you flick it on, it gives me an alert.
Jack, of course.
I was gonna say, Jack's gonna do it constantly.
Constantly alerts. All right.
Boot lip.
Fine.
Reese.
Then we can just arrive. So at this point, I'm going to move all of us to the station map. And even though Ryan's not here to appreciate it, I tried to use colors that will go easiest on his colorblind broken eyes.
Aw, that was nice.
So that's why it's blue and orange. This is Concord Station. The lines in between the buildings is the power network. Every hex, which you can vaguely see, is 50 feet. And the buildings are marked with letters, and on the side of the screen is all the different locations. You're coming in from the south and would head to the place where they store the vehicles, which is the vehicle bay. So you drive all the way through the station up to R to drop off the vehicles, and you get out, and Langley says, so basically just send someone for me if you need me. While you're within the station, your earpieces should be able to communicate with me easy enough. So I guess you don't have to send somebody, you can just ring me. But I'm going to accompany the doctor and your unconscious friend here over to the medical wing, and I'm going to leave Bootlip and Sidorov with you to help you with whatever you need. When you are ready to go investigate one of the sites to try to find and eliminate aliens, you can call me. But Sidorov should know everything that I know that would be helpful. So, yeah, you do that, and I'll talk to you before long, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, great. Let's go. And the doctor and her and Langley head off with Ryan's character to the medical bay, which is K.
All right, Sidorov. Who's in charge of monitoring the flares?
What did I say her name? Olivia Grant.
Sounds
Hey,
right.
real quick, Joe, what are these little gray dots? Are those just where they connect? Your
Gray
power
dots?
source, the power source? Yeah, right.
Oh, those are the telephone poles, basically.
Got it.
So the way that I drew this on, so I mean, this isn't super impressive because the map isn't like fancy or anything like that. When I do maps, I use a thing called Dungeon Draft. It's map making software that you can have various modules of assets that you use for everything. All of the assets in all of the maps for this story, I made the assets, packaged them into an asset pack, and added them to Dungeon Draft.
Damn.
So I made what's called a path for the power lines, where I basically just made a gray circle with two black lines coming out of it.
Yeah.
And so when I draw like a path, like it just automatically puts down the telephone poles periodically.
Oh, got you. Very
So
nice.
that's the path. And then like I had the font through Adobe Fonts and turned the fonts into letters, and then put the letters out and everything. Obviously this map isn't too fancy, but other maps you'll see some of the things that I made.
Pretty dope. It's fancy for me. I like Concord Station.
It was a lot more work than this map shows.
No, it sounds like it.
Yeah. I can appreciate it for sure.
Yeah. No, I love having
But
that map.
I wanted it. I really wanted, kind of like in the last story, how everything, the visuals were all similar to Alien, with using like the green CRT type stuff. Like I wanted the scienciness to have a theme that meshed together, and so the easiest way to do that was to make it myself.
Got you. And it did good.
Yeah, so I was supposed to be looking at her name, but I think that was Olivia Grant, and she is at the communications.
Yeah, I'd like
She
to have a
is
word
the
with her.
communications officer.
Yeah, that's creepy
right.
over there.
wanna-
I'll
Are we
go with you.
all sticking together or splitting up? This is Sidorov.
I think for now, because I think we want to have a lot of the same information for now.
Yeah, what time is it? Or does that not matter really?
I mean, I didn't even figure out how long the days are on this planet. Let's say the days on this planet are 30 hours.
Okay.
And they use metric time. So it's 23 o'clock.
Got it.
So we've only got 77 hours left.
What?
We use metric time on this planet.
Okay. I don't know what
That
that
went
means.
completely over my head.
Well,
Yeah, so in Earth time, this planet has about 30 hours. And what we've done is we've taken 30 hours and divided those minutes by 100. And that's how many minutes are in an hour. Look, it doesn't matter. It's morning.
Can you tell me what time it is?
I was wondering because I'm kind of hungry. So
I said
after
it's 23
Is it
o'clock.
breakfast?
Yeah, we can
Is
get
it
some
breakfast
food.
time?
It's 23 o'clock, which means it's about 6 a.m.
What?
I think we should stick together, go to communications array, maybe grab a
You
bite
have to
after.
understand that you were on space time, and the time of day that it would be when you landed just really depended on where you landed.
Exactly.
She's like, what? It's 6 in the morning? Well, yeah, but if you landed on the other side of the planet, it'd be 6 p.m. right now. What's the difference? My point is, guys, I'm not like, I don't think that the specific time of day is going to matter all that much, and I'm not figuring it out. It's too complicated. Technically, the way that time moves on a planet is dependent on how big the planet is.
Right.
Because time is a function of mass. Like, it's real weird. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, we've
Anybody
already
see
talked about
Interstellar?
that. Yeah.
They go to that one planet and they're there for like an
that
hour
movie.
and like
Oh.
years goes by or whatever.
Yeah.
Fine, let's get into it if you really want to.
All right,
so
Matthew
Get my
McConaughey.
drafting calculator out.
he starts telling the whole movie.
Okay, have you ever guys ever
Camera
seen
pans in.
Saving Private Ryan?
Hell yeah.
So, what's that guy's name? Private Ryan.
Ryan.
Matt Damon?
No. Matt Damon. Yeah. If you guys see that chart of saving Matt Damon, it's like how much how much real world dollars has been set saving Matt Damon's characters. Because like he was lost in Interstellar, he was lost in The Martian. They had to save him in Saving Private Ryan. He's been rescued in like 6 different movies, and it's cost billions.
Gonna let him go.
So good.
All right.
Saving Matt Damon.
To the comms tower. Got to cuss this
Oh,
thing.
right. Let's go to comms tower. Everyone good to stick together, yeah?
For now?
No?
Yeah, for now.
Oh, you said for now.
Sure.
I was just trying to tell Langley. Yeah, we're gonna stick together. After this, you got somewhere we can eat?
Yes.
Good. Let's go.
I was looking that up quick. It's 900 billion is how much has been spent on saving Matt Ryan.
Jesus.
Wow.
900.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Someplace to eat.
I saw you had a galley somewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy that you're making me look this up.
I
Yeah,
know it's
G.
G.
I know. I'm trying to.
It's the first thing he looked for.
I'm just. Oh God, I'm hungry. I hope they have sausages.
It's already done a work order.
I hope they have sausages. Now listen, we got some very important questions. First of all, do you have any sausages?
Any bratwurst?
I've been in the mood for them. We had those for dinner tonight.
They were awesome. They were so good.
Okay, all right. You head to the communications ray, which is location C, which isn't very far from where you are. So you go over to the communications ray. This is this would be like probably 3 stories, with a bunch of big ass satellite dishes on top of it, and sit around just like opens the door for you. Go ahead.
On the way over there, I would be telling Thorn and everyone who was out, whoever was in the other vehicle, what Langley told me about the solar flares. So
Okay,
that conversation I
everybody's
had,
heard
you
that.
guys heard. Okay. So go ahead, Thorn. You can.
That's
I'll let you handle talking to old Olivia.
Are you Dr. Olivia?
Oh, I'm not a doctor. I'm the communications officer. Grant. How can I help you? I'm a little busy.
Well, you weren't busy about 2 hours ago when my ship crashed on this planet.
No, that was actually the most busy I've ever been.
How did you miss a solar flare? You almost killed us all.
Well, because I was trying to determine the way that the fluctuations of the vortite.
Who else do
Well-
you have working with you?
No one. It's just me.
How is that possible? There's at least 30 other people here.
Yeah, and we don't have ships land ever.
And so you didn't think when the ship was coming in you should have someone else standing by ready to help you?
That's not up to me.
Okay, so what are you in charge of? Anything? Who
Communications.
makes the decisions around here?
Langley.
Get him up here.
Sidorov. Hey, Langley, they want to talk to you again.
Hey, Thorn.
All right.
Just relax
Yeah,
a little bit.
he'll
I
be here in a
understand they
minute.
missed it, but we're here. We're all safe right now. Let's just try to
We're not. This doesn't make any
work
sense.
together.
I'm not going to work on this planet with people that can't even predict flare. Like, we're going to go outside.
Well, they only got one. She's the only one working here.
There's 30 people here.
Yeah, but they're
This
not
is
even all here.
arguably the most important job. And
I
they just
agree.
got one person doing it?
I agree. They're fucking up.
Not while I'm here.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we can give them a hand here. Maybe we can automate this.
Oh, I'm about to give them both hands.
Wait,
All right,
Baylock,
all right.
why are you defending Olivia so much? I mean,
Well,
you
they
don't
just
know her.
Yeah, what's that about? I nudge him.
I mean, she's kind of cute. I'm just saying. No, I just figure, they took us in here. They're trying to help us out.
Bro, we know
With
they're
all
trying
due
to-
respect, with all
Shit
due
happens.
respect, I don't think that anyone else here knows how to operate any of this equipment.
So you're the only one on this planet that knows how to use the Vorite equipment and the solar flare equipment?
I'm the communications officer, which means I'm in charge of the satellite dishes. We aren't studying the sun. We're here for the vortite.
Yeah. How do you know when to get into cover and when it's okay to be outside?
Because 99% of the time we're monitoring for solar flares.
Okay. And
The
so
one
1%
moment-
of the time that
the
we were
1% of
coming
the
in for
time-
landing?
The only time since the station has existed that a ship has come to land on this planet, yes, there was a solar flare. I don't control odds. If you want to blame someone, blame Bellows. He's supposed to be everywhere all at once.
Hmm.
Wait,
Bellows, you say? What is this Bellows?
The station's virtual intelligence?
Oh, right. I heard about this, I think.
So
that you never have ships land here. So, like, the one time you do, you don't get it right. I mean, the probability of that is pretty low, right?
Yeah, I would
and
suppose
Langley-
that's pretty low, but you would also expect that I would have another person working with me to keep their eye on the solar flares while I worked on monitoring the vortite fluctuations.
Well, Langley said other people were outside the station as it was. So how many people died from that flare?
Well, they're mining, so they should have been underground.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Don't you care?
No wonder half your crew's gone.
Of course I
This is
care.
a
30
mess.
people have died.
Yeah, but
How
you're
many,
kind of giving us some attitude. Just saying.
how many have died to flares?
None.
So would it just been us? Nice.
It wasn't though, guys.
All right,
wasn't.
guys. I get it. It fucking sucks, but let's
I
just try
think
to
we
move
should
forward.
just do our best with why we're here.
Maybe we can give her a hand, honestly.
Well, we need
I don't think we can, but maybe we can help them allocate their resources to here.
exactly.
That's what I mean. Hell,
Okay.
I ain't staying here.
So Langley comes in. All right, that was quick. What can I help you with?
We need this lady needs help because we need to know when these flares are coming.
Great. So as soon as Nebula sends us some more people and
No, you got to
gives
work
us
with what
the
you got
extra-
here.
Sure.
You must have someone that you can reallocate to this position while we're
Nope,
working.
not a
on our job
person.
here.
All right, well, it looks like you're
What does
gonna
that
be
mean?
here then.
No, my I'm already stretched thin as it is. I got too many responsibilities.
What are you doing?
I am running the station.
You're doing
What
a
if something
terrible job.
happens to her? So you're gonna tell me you have no backup. If something happens to her, we're all just no one's gonna know how to run any of
Yes.
this until someone else gets sent here.
Correct.
That seems wildly irresponsible.
Yeah. I mean, take that up with Nebula Corporation. Again, I was fourth in command. I am not supposed to be in charge.
Clearly.
Yeah, and I don't want to be in
Or
charge.
How many miners are there?
There's 6 left.
All right. Well, now there's 5 left. Take one of them over here. Bring them over here. Get them to start learning this communications shit.
Okay.
There's
and
a
who's
lot
going
of
to-
vortex.
Who's going to train them how to operate the equipment?
I mean, they're going to have to learn by watching to start.
Olivia's right here.
You think a miner is going to learn how to operate complicated telecommunications arrays by
say
just
maybe you
watching
should
somebody
do it.
else do it?
As I pull my pistol out of my holster.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, you know what? I don't take orders from you. All right, we take orders
I
from
pull
the
my
same
pistol
people.
out now. You're gonna take orders from us.
Worries, you're only in charge until you die.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Listen to us.
I'm
Either-
secretly
I am.
I'm secretly next to him, trying to drip some acid onto his boot.
Okay, this is gonna be a roll. Not for you. But I don't really have. There's not supposed to be any charisma rolls.
Mm.
I don't fucking know. I guess this is Jack, and I don't have any idea what the roll should be. I think. Hold on, let me look at the proficiencies
Probably
because I do.
Probably senses, no?
It's life sciences.
Life science.
Yeah, make a life sciences. We'll say it's a basic check. I mean, you got a gun.
All right, so it'll be this -1. So 5.
Okay. So yeah, you fail. So you can mark experience. He says, "Look, I don't want to get shot. Okay, so if it's mutiny, then you can take it up with Nebula Corporation when you complete this mission, and they throw you into prison for the rest of your life. So fine, I'll stay here. I won't go anywhere. I'll work here with Olivia and run the communications array. Great.
Was that so hard?
Yeah, because I hope I don't go down with you.
Don't worry about that.
Put my
Okay, I
pistol
mean,
away.
he sits down and just starts pressing buttons, and then Olivia, like, he flips a switch, and Olivia, like, reaches over slowly and flips it back, and she goes, "Don't touch that."
A loser.
All right, so listen, Langley. It's not
Sorry, I'm
necessary-
monitoring for solar flares.
No, you're gonna listen. God dang!
Don't
do we have to
distract me.
pull this-
People might die.
I pull my gun out.
You're in communications now. You have to communicate.
Remember, he failed the roll, so
I want to pull my gun out and
Go
put
ahead,
it to the
pull your
back
gun
of
out.
his head.
Oh my god, this
This is spiraled.
this is really
Listen!
spiraled.
I'm listening.
It's not necessarily you that has to sit here. We just need one person. It could be a minor, it could be anyone who you think is capable to help Olivia ensure that nobody else has to get killed or potentially killed, because we almost all died from a solar flare. Simple as that. Once that's all taken care of, I mean, we just move on.
All right. Well, it sounds like you've already decided the first location that you want to go to.
What's that?
The Mirror Delta. That's where the other 6 miners are. They're still working there, but they reported having seen aliens about an hour ago. They've been urgently packing up, but they hadn't left yet. And so it sounds like you want to make sure they get back as soon as possible.
Honestly, fair enough. That's a good start.
Potentially. Or also, I have one more question for you, Langley. Do you have any other suggestions that would allow for 100% monitoring of solar flares?
I don't understand the question. No.
So you're
Where do
saying
they find these fucking people?
We
We
don't
just wanna
have
make
any
sure-
meteorological equipment. We're here to mine vortite, not to study the sun.
all right, it's just a pretty important part of being on this planet is knowing when we could die immediately.
Yeah, you seem awfully hung up on that, even though the solar flares haven't killed anyone yet, and we've had 30 people killed by aliens.
Fair.
Well, he's almost got a point.
You got to understand that this station was
Almost
this is
got
not
a
the final.
point.
This is not the final version of this station. This was the first embarkment onto the planet to see what we could see. They're supposed to be sending all kinds of equipment in the future because they fully expect other corporations to try to take over this planet once word gets out of what we've found. So they're sending
Gotcha.
all kinds of defensive equipment. This station, by the end of the year, is supposed to have thousands of personnel on.
How much time is in a year here?
I mean, in a year of Earth
I'm just
time.
playing. I'm just playing.
I'm
So
Fair enough.
Tell us about these aliens then. What have you seen?
We haven't seen anything.
All right.
But
How do I
wait,
get to these miners?
real quick, the miners, they said something about aliens. What was that again?
They said, hold on. They said that they had cited strange activity around their area about an hour ago. They
Okay.
thought it was the aliens.
Olivia, can we count on you to monitor these solar flares?
Yes.
Thorn, what do you think?
Let's go get these miners.
Do you think Langley should stay here even though he's not going to fucking help?
I think he's gonna do what's right for Langley,
All right.
and we just got to do what's right for us.
I didn't mean
So
to.
let's
We
go
don't
get
want.
these
We don't
miners.
want to like have some sour conversations here, Langley. I just want to make sure everyone's safe. We don't want you guys to lose anybody, and we definitely don't want to lose anybody.
We weren't brought here because everything's working out nice for you guys. Okay? So just keep that in mind when you're making decisions, especially ones that involve our team.
Yeah, you suck, Langley.
Jesus Christ! Let's try to be nice, then.
I walk out of the building.
Wow, that was sweet, guys. I felt like I was a part of a gang. Never done that before.
So that's what it's like to bully someone.
Wait, did anybody get his wallet?
Of
I
course,
did.
it was all a distraction just to get his fucking dollars.
Yeah. All right, where are we going now? We leaving right away? We need some food first.
I mean, I'm kind of hungry.
These
To
guys have
those
food even?
miners.
I'm going for the miners. You guys can go eat if you want.
I really like to check to
Bootleg.
see what other people they got doing stuff around here.
Yeah, hey, fuck, what's his name? Thorn. What? Hey, check out the galley with us for like 15 minutes before we go.
These miners called in a while ago. I'm not interested in eating right now. Bootlip, can you take me to the miners?
I'm not going.
No, tell me how to get there then.
Sure. You can take the rovers.
We can cruise with you,
Uh,
man. Just give me a minute. Let's go check this out. See, maybe we can get some other help.
I'm not waiting.
I'll go with you, Thorn. Let's go. Check it out.
No, I think you guys all need to wait
Why you so insistent?
because I'm in
Noted.
charge.
Shit.
Hmm.
I don't know about this gang stuff anymore, guys.
All right. Let's go get some breakfast.
It's not necessarily just about breakfast. I just want to see what else is going on here. Maybe we can get some help and grab a biscuit on the way out.
Help from what? We are the help.
I don't
I
think,
don't
10
think if we
minutes-
rush into this and get ourselves killed is going to help anyone, though.
No, 10, 15 minutes isn't a big deal. I'm with you, Thorn. Trust me. I want to go over there too.
Yeah,
But
maybe
let's
they
just-
got a Snickers bar.
Let's just take
Yeah, there you go. That's
I
the
mean,
right attitude.
10,
they've
15 minutes,
got a whole bar. It's just Snickers.
and we'll cruise. I'm with you, man.
Take a Snickers, make it a double.
I would really like to see if they were actually aliens, though. That would help a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let's cruise over to the galley real quick.
Okay.
I take off.
He's running.
He's running Naruto style.
Yeah.
His arms back.
I aim
Why
my
did-
gun at
why
him
did-
and look down the scope.
I'm actually running.
Why did team leader put him in
12 miles
charge?
per hour?
This guy's retarded.
I'm way ahead of you guys. Just sprint to the galley.
Yeah. Right. He takes off like Roadrunner.
I'm looking at him through my scope
Beep.
and I take the safety off my gun. Just
Wait
one
up.
little squeeze.
All right, let's cruise to the galley real quick.
I put the safety.
All right.
on.
You get to the galley, and you smell eggs.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Does it smell good?
Or
do I have to roll?
Only
for
if you
that?
like eggs.
Okay.
Human eggs. Someone's mentioned
Human.
eggs.
Ugh.
Must be the wrong building.
Galleys are pretty big. There's nobody here eating.
Okay.
You do hear sounds like in the kitchen.
Go take a look over here.
All right.
Can I see
there's
anybody?
One woman dressed in a cooking apron and all, making breakfast.
You got any food available? Ready?
Huh? Oh, almost. I'm working on eggs, and I was gonna start cooking some bacon and some toast.
Do you have sausage?
I could throw some on. Are you guys?
That's not a
the
big deal.
Exterminators.
I look at the crew.
We have one.
Why, yes. Yes, I am.
Jesus Christ.
How'd you know about us?
This is a younger woman, a little overweight. Well, we've been waiting for help for a week now for people to come and get rid of the aliens. She starts like putting some sausage out to cook.
What do you think of the
Nice.
leadership of this place as of lately?
What leadership? Since
Noted.
I'm just staring at the sausage.
since the director died. I mean, everything's running like shit, but we've got to wait until they send more people. I assume they're waiting until after you're done.
Can you just start cooking that, please?
It's cooking.
How many people are working in the kitchen here with you?
It's just me.
Oh, that's good. I mean, bad for you, but makes sense
But
with
yeah.
the numbers.
Yeah. Well, it's always been just me, though. I mean, it's only 60 people. I can handle that.
What do you know about the aliens?
Dangerous. The scientists are saying they're like grizzly bears on cocaine.
Oh, have you ever seen one?
What's a grizzly bear?
No, I mean nobody has.
Say what?
So how do they know how big they are and their demeanor?
Apparently, all the bodies have been ripped apart. Claw marks, teeth marks, and just pulling power.
Like a Hemi?
I don't know what that is.
Strange. The other guy said that too.
Where are you from?
So stupid.
Jack goes from deadly serious to just fucking around. Meanwhile, for all I know, Chris is dead.
Jesus Christ.
Go on.
Go on, he says, okay, good. Teresa, you alive?
Yes.
Do you want to bully the chef at all?
No.
She's still just staring at the ground.
You guys just take turns bullying people.
Pulling her guns out on them.
Anybody? Yeah, pussy. Why don't you get me that sausage?
We're here to help them kill the aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
We're just like bullying them.
We're just
He's like genuinely trying to give us information. Nate's like, just make the sausage.
Just make the sausage and shut the fuck up.
Got a gun to her head.
Cook it.
Pouring our guns out on everyone.
She says, I mean, I haven't seen any of the bodies. It's just what the scientists have described. You know, I hear a lot, working in the cafeteria here. So, yeah, I mean, all the people they've recovered, and they haven't recovered everybody. The ones they have recovered, I guess they were ripped apart.
Wait, so you can cook and listen at the same time? It's nice to see someone that can do more than one thing at a time around here.
Oh, what was that? Sorry, I was cooking.
Oh, fuck. I look at Baylock and tap my wrist. Tick, tick.
Yeah. How much longer for this food?
She hands you a plate of 35 sausages.
I distribute them
To his mouth.
into
So
my
everybody
pockets.
gets everybody gets 5.
All right. Anybody hungry? And
He takes the whole plate, opens up a pocket, and just dumps it.
Oh, now I'm overweight. All right, I set down all my guns.
No, and then he throws
Does he have
the
enough
plate
beer
over.
slots for this?
Yeah,
Right.
he throws the empty plate over his shoulder and just smashes against the wall.
More. All right. Yeah, I've got a couple of little saucies. Let's
The
cruise.
food. I knew that's
nice
why we were
sausage.
coming to the galley.
Is everyone good to go, or is someone want to go somewhere else?
I would like to go other places, but I feel like these miners probably need us more at the moment.
All right. So how many miners
Great.
are there?
6.
5.
6. So if we cruise over, take a couple vehicles or something, we gotta make sure we have space for them.
That's true.
So is there anybody that wants to stay here?
So they were packing up to leave. They have their own roof.
Oh,
Oh,
right. I guess that makes sense. They were packing up to leave what we heard.
Oh, still, is there anyone that wants to stay?
I can't miss out on seeing aliens, so I gotta go.
Well, if you want to stay, speak now.
So,
All right, let's go.
So these rovers, real quick, are they outfitted with weapons or no?
I can give you that information. Of course, I can do that.
Let me grab a drink real quick.
Of course you can.
Yep. Hold on. I've got. I'm not gonna give you guys the card yet. I want to think about how I do that, but I did make up cards for the vehicles as well.
Okay.
Let me see. Images, item cards, vehicle. Rover. Man, Jack sure goes to get a lot of drinks.
He's a thirsty son of a bitch.
All right, I'm gonna send you this in the Beyond the Void room. Rover VF, max speed of 22 miles per hour on flat, stable terrain. Typical speed in rough terrain of 9 to 12 miles per hour. Capacity has 3 slots. Slot 1 can fit 2 people. Slot 2 can fit 2 people or 1 standard crate. Slot 3 can fit 2 people or 1 standard crate or 1 mounted weapon. Currently, they do not come with any weaponry. None. Mounted weapons may be set up in slots, but there is no power grid. Special. The roof is completely retractable, and the roof on the VF model is built to withstand radiation from 4-7 solar flares. It can fit up to 40 fuel power, and it uses 1 fuel power for 3 miles of movement. You are going to be given both of the rovers. They're the only 2 that they currently have at Concord Station.
Minus the Minen one, right?
They're the only 2 that are at Concord Station, is what I'm saying. And so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it so that you guys can flip between home, Concord Station, and Orif, the planet map. You can flip between the 3 of those freely, and I'm going to bring you to the Orif map quick.
Ooh, I like that.
So, the way that this works is that dark means high, and light means low.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Topography.
3 locations that they have been looking for Vortite at are the Mirror Delta, Scarpfall, and Redstone Cradle. This all in here is very rough terrain. Okay. You have not been given information about any of the locations because you haven't done that yet. So there's information in here that you guys don't actually know. So you don't know what all this color is about. You don't know where exactly this is, given that it seems to be right on the edge of a very high point and a very low point. You don't know what this means, and you don't know anything about the 3 locations. And then your crash site is on the map as well.
Okay. Is it safe to say that the path follows the power lines?
Yeah.
And
there's no roads, but that's the path they normally take because they.
Oh, okay. So there's no even trail or nothing.
No,
right?
not at all. The whole thing has not been here long enough for any of that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Hey, Langley. You read me?
Langley, Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
How many people are currently off station?
6.
Just the miners at the Delta?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
So when you get back over to the vehicle bay, I'm looking for. I don't remember if I have a dedicated worker there or not. Hold on. No, because everybody at the vehicle. This is in my notes. Everybody at the vehicle bay has been reassigned to fill other gaps. So there isn't anybody. So you get there, and Sidorov and Bootlip, get the. Oh, I'm wrong. They actually have 4 rovers in the bay. They also have a shuttle. The shuttle is used for bringing Vortite into orbit for ships that were picking it up to take. Remember, they said that no one has landed on the planet. You hadn't gotten the explanation for that, but Sidorov would explain to you that the way it works is when a ship arrives to collect the Vortite, because they are so concerned about the gravity fluctuations causing a ship that would try to land crash. They instead send the shuttle up, and it just makes a whole bunch of trips to bring Vortite up. The shuttle can fit 4 standard crates. I don't have the answer right here. I think it's 4 standard crates. They also have 2 skimmers, which are hovercraft. But the skimmers they're a lot faster, and they can go over the terrain, even if it's difficult. So they can go 50 miles an hour on stable terrain, and unstable terrain doesn't even reduce that speed by very much. But they have no protection from the solar flares, so they don't use them for longer range missions at all. And when they do,
what did you say those were called?
The skimmers.
Skimmer.
This model is called a Skimmer 73. Matter of fact, I'll just give you that picture too.
I totally missed that first part, so that's why I asked.
That's the card for the Skimmer.
Skimmers.
They're mostly used for just checking on the power lines.
Sure.
And when people use them, they tend to just wear anti-radiation suits, so it's not a big deal. But because they only fit 2 people, they're not going to be useful for your mission.
Good to know.
So Sidorov gets you guys all set up with these 2 rovers. And he says, Langley was thinking about whether or not it was a good idea to send the Pantheris with you or not. I'm assuming he's in a bad mood now, and he'd probably say no if we asked him. So I think I'm just going to send it with you.
What's the Pantheris?
The Pantheris X1 is it's a robot.
What's its purpose?
And a robot like jumps out, and it looks like that.
Sick.
Damn.
How big is that? Like how tall?
See, I don't have everything in spots that let me answer questions quickly. Hold on.
It's all right. It's very detailed. It gives us a little bit.
Pretty sweet. Like, is it the size of a dog or the size of a car?
I would say it's the size of your dog.
Okay, big dog.
Yeah, it's big.
It's also horse size. Got it.
Pantheris is a quadrupedal combat robot shaped like a large predatory cat. Its design allows for agility and speed, making it ideal for patrolling rough terrain. It has retractable plasma-resistant alloy claws, a low-profile sensor suite on its head, and a sleek matte black finish. It's primarily designed for rapid takedowns and silent security tasks. And it's fast, so you don't need to worry about bringing it in the rovers. It'll just run along with you.
Sweet. I think it's pretty cool. I'm
Tis.
gonna call him Spaghetti.
Yeah, I mean, we were originally given it in case one of the other corporations attacked because they weren't ready to set up a full defensive suite that we're supposed to have to keep this place secure. So the Pantheris was kind of a stopgap.
Got it.
We have
Have you
been
seen it
keeping it
in action?
I have not. We've been keeping it on base as an extra precaution to make sure that if we got attacked, we'd be okay. But I feel like if there are any alien attacks, you're going to be the ones dealing with that, not us. So I'm
How's it
just
work?
making the decision.
Have
Follow
we-
simple commands. Generally autonomous. It knows what it's supposed to attack and what it's not supposed to attack.
Perfect.
It's programmed. It's programmed not to hurt humans. So I mean, don't do this, but like you could just start fucking shooting it and it wouldn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, but please don't intentionally damage the very expensive combat cat.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Has that been tested?
Has weapon tested.
Has someone shot at it?
I mean, I'm assuming the scientists who made it did. I haven't. Because this thing costs more than
I'm sure it went
everything
under
I have ever
test.
made and will ever make in my entire life.
I shoot it.
You do?
Yeah.
This guy.
Dude,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Make a ranged attack.
Don't.
I don't know how to attack. Let's see.
Senses.
So it would be this plus 2. 14.
So wait, I'm trying to make sure I've got my roll stuff correct here. You're the weapons expert?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Did I do this right?
Yeah, you rolled 3d6 plus 2, so you actually got a 14. Because you're proficient in guns. And what gun are you shooting?
My pistol. I'm looking for it.
Pistol. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys. I added little cards to your sheets for battery
I
power and
noticed.
ammo.
Very cool.
I don't know if anybody else noticed.
I noticed.
Good.
I
I
noticed.
thought that would be useful. Where the fuck is your pistol, Jack? You have a pistol? You a fucking liar?
He doesn't have any guns.
He actually just
Wait,
says like
why do
a
you
broken
why do you have an
slingshot.
assault rifle, Jack? Because you already have the MX penetrator.
Well, I thought I had a pistol.
Okay, well, I don't care if you edit your equipment.
Yeah.
So I'll just look at a pistol. It doesn't much matter to me. I didn't expect you to shoot the Pantheris.
Nor did
Go out with
any
something
of
I'm not
us.
sure works.
Oh, didn't think he'd do that.
Thing's pretty badass. Let's not destroy it.
Wonder if he has a radioactive pellet in his butt again.
If it's badass, it can take a pistol shot. And if it can't take a pistol shot,
Yeah,
then
but
it's
if
not
you're
badass.
if your pistol
Okay,
shot's
so short
legit,
range is a basic check, so that's a success. Roll 2d4.
be like straight through the fucking memory.
Yeah, kills him immediately.
That'd be such a
Ah.
good shot.
I fucked it up. There we go.
Okay, so you do 7 damage to the Pantheris. It just sits there. It doesn't move. I'll play a sound effect, but I don't remember what this one is. Yeah, it like growls at you, but like it doesn't move.
Hey, easy
Impressive.
fella.
What the fuck, dude?
I guess it can come with us. We ready?
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
fair enough.
Roll out.
He like turns and like walks away, and like whoever's closest just hears him. We're all gonna fucking die. We're all gonna fucking die. Okay, that is where we will end the session. So before we close out, I want to reiterate the map. That the only things you actually know is that the crash site's there, that Concord Station is there, and that the mirror delta can be found by following the northeast power lines. And that's all you actually know. The rest of the stuff on the map you don't actually know.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
what do we do
nice.
at the end of the session? Let's see here. I'm sure I've got
Check party?
instructions someplace. I'll be on the rules here.
Start up a private match of Rocket.
Let's get it.
Good guy.
Let's go. 4v4,
Where is
baby.
I'm looking for the XP stuff.
Wait a minute.
guys. If anybody else can find it, so I'm not the only one looking.
What are you looking for? Animal on the land. Oh god, hold on.
Okay, at the end of each session, everybody gets 4 XP. So add 4 XP to your character sheet. We didn't
is
have a
that?
lot of failures, so I'm assuming nobody is at 6.
I'm at 5.
Should be, I think, 2 people at 5, right? Somebody else at 5 now?
Me.
Chris?
Okay. Remember, next session, as soon as you hit 6, you level up. Okay?
Okay.
So you can do that. But somebody's going to level up because at the end of each session, we have a secret vote to give one person an additional 4 XP. Everyone send me secretly, either on Discord or whisper through Foundry, who you want to vote for. You cannot vote for yourself. This should be someone who either caused your favorite moment or had a really good bit of role play. You can even vote for someone who died, as their new character will get the XP.
Wait. Let's rewind for 1 second. We get where's the XP go? I'm trying to look. Oh,
Right
right
above
there.
your abilities.
And how much is it? 3, you said?
4.
4.
4.
You get
Gotcha.
4 at the end of the session.
Sorry.
1 for every failed roll.
1 for every fail?
Failed roll, yeah. And
Failed roll,
We only
gotcha.
had 2 failed rolls.
Yep. I remember that. Okay. And then we vote. Baby. Um,
Very close vote, but Blaylock wins.
eh.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So
What do I
Nate,
get?
you have 8 XP now.
So put it up to 8. Bam.
Bam. He's like Emerald. And so as a result of that, you are now level 2.
Level 2 with 8
And
XP.
you get 2 ability score increase. So you can add both of them to the same spot, or 1 to one and 1 to another.
Okay.
And remember, you're increasing the ability score. The modifier only changes if you switch to a new range.
Got it.
On the chart right next to that.
Yep, I see. I see it.
Anybody have anything else? Am I doing a shitty
Yeah.
job? What's up?
I'm curious of how many of these civilians on this place is that Thorn's gonna kill.
Many that need to be killed.
It's gonna be a lot, I think. I think you've threatened every person we've talked to.
I didn't threaten the cook.
He did.
I didn't.
Bully the cook.
What did I say to the cook?
I don't remember, but I don't think it was good.
I just asked her questions.
You can't do 2 things at once.
Yeah. That's...
No, I said she could do 2 things at once. Compared to the fucking radio tower girl.
He likes the cook.
Cook was good. I'm just good with the cook. I felt bad for the cook.
Anyway, Joe, you did a great job.
Yeah,
That
awesome.
was wonderful.
You handled Thorn's rage very well.
Good job, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, all of that wasn't my fault. It's Nebula Corporation's fault. Nate, because you increased your fortitude, your hit point max goes up by 1.
Hey.
Alrighty.
Sweet.
Well, thanks, guys. This is going to
Thank
be
you.
tough, and the
I'm
hard
loving
part
it.
for me is it's hard for me to organize all the information in a way that anticipates everything that might happen. So sometimes I just have to dig for stuff because, like, I've got it all organized, sure, but like not organized for the way that every potential conversation might go. Like, it's hard to always find exactly what I'm looking for.
I try to throw curveballs too. I'm like, so what time of day is it? And
So what time-
what is the what is the current direction of the wind?
Right. Name all 30 people now.
Go.
Well,
I
wait
mean,
till
I
Ryan
have
gets here. He's
named-
going to ask everyone's name.
But what
I
are
have
their
named a lot of
ethnicities?
them, but
'Cause that matters.
I think you guys can just because that matters a lot. Matters a lot. All right, everybody. I'll see you next week,
Okay.
and it's gonna start with like you guys in the rover when Ryan's character wakes up. He's like, huh?
Oh
We
god.
brought him with us.
Oh God.
Yeah, he went
He's,
with
Throw him in
he's
his
just flopping around in the back. Got some ratchet tie downs on
Look,
him.
it doesn't have to make a ton of sense. It's just he's not here this week, so
Got it.
We didn't trust those people with him, clearly.
sure,
Well,
yeah.
definitely not. Yeah.
He's just
I-
naked
I
in the
certainly
back.
Thorn certainly didn't trust him with him.
He didn't trust anybody.
He's mad. That's a hard
He's
land.
very
for no
mad.
fucking reason.
I think a Chat GPT photo of Ryan in the back of the rover.
All right.
And go.
I'll see you guys all next week.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.